So you think you've been building Minecraft castles the right way all this time. Well, in reality, you've probably been doing it all the wrong way. At least according to Mojang. With this book as our guide, we'll figure out how Mojang would build a Minecraft castle and see how it holds up to the modern 2020 building styles of Minecraft. In fact, I'm going to use this example image right here and turn it into an actual build in Minecraft for our fortress using all the same block palettes and designs. So according to our book, we should build our castle on high ground, as it gives us an advantage over our attackers. Let's take a look around in this Minecraft world and see if there's a good spot that could be easily turned into a gigantic medieval fortress. If we take a look in our book, then we can see that there's some mountains on the left side of the castle, and there's actually some pretty rough terrain on several other sides as well. Here we are actually already in a forest biome, and there are some mountains on the left side over there, so this is already a pretty good spot. We could terraform up this area and it would still be on high ground. I think this spot is probably about as close as we're gonna get to what's in the book without actually having the book's world seed. So originally I planned to build just a big platform first before I did terraforming and before I made outlines for all the buildings. However, I think it's gonna be much easier if I do the outlines first after some more thought. I think that may have just been the hardest part of this entire build, trying to figure out where the buildings are going to be in relation to one another, but now it's going to be much easier once I'm done terraforming, which is what I got to do now. So let's break out the fill command, just start terraforming and get ourselves a big platform to build on. Now we can consult our book to see what we should do next. Now it looks like there's lots of different components for the various parts of the castle, like the walls and the keep and towers and stuff like that. But I think the most logical place to start would be doing the gate/portcullis thing, since that gives us a base to build all the other walls and towers off of later. And it would seem that Mojang snuck in a fairly complicated redstone build here for our working portcullis. I don't think it should be anything that I can't handle though. I mean, now we have a gate that leads to and from nowhere, but at least it does work, so that's pretty slick. And apparently it was a level 4 build for experienced builders. These walls that I gotta do now are only level 2. This is gonna be so much easier. Well, if we take a look here, we've done all the walls and all of the towers and the portcullis so far. And I'm not sure why there's gaps in the walls, but I guess we'll figure out something later. Mojang thinks there should be gaps in the walls. Anyways, we do have a moat now, so that's pretty cool. And now looking at our book, it looks like we should be working on the big keep now. Sort of like the mini castle inside the castle. And is that an old school Minecraft kitchen I see there? Oh boy. I also went right ahead and just built this grand throne room here using excessive amounts of diamond and gold blocks because, yeah, you know. You know, we've even got like a little dungeon down here underneath the castle. Surprisingly high quality, might I add. And for some reason, Mojang thinks there should be hay bales down here down this little hallway. Okay. Oh, and did I mention that I added an enchanting room up here on the second story? And finally, a little barracks off the side of the castle. It's actually even connected to the inside, and there's a dummy here, and it looks like you probably shoot that button to light up the thing with like an arrow. But I think we've accomplished all of the castle-related parts of our build. If we take a look in the book here, we've done basically all these things, all the rooms for the inside, and now we kind of just have to work on the village. I think we're going to start with some of these houses. There's several different types of houses here. There's like medieval bungalows and village houses and stuff like that, so that's what we're going to build now. Well, we've got lots of different types of houses, but no one to live in them yet. I guess I'll have to put villagers in here because I don't have any friends to live in the village with me. Okay, well that actually isn't quite true, but still. Don't worry, I won't make you suffer through listening to villagers. Anyways, we need to make a little marketplace now. This place looks cool, but it would look cooler with 1.14 villager job sites and fancy stuff like that. Maybe I'll do a video updating and transforming this build if you guys like this video. Now coming down to the final three houses in our castle Minecaft Fortress, we've got a tavern, a boarding house, and a trade quarter. Should be fun to build, especially that 4-story boarding house. The thing looks like some kind of medieval skyscraper. We've really started getting this almost mini city kind of thing here that's really cool. But we're not quite done yet. We have one more structure on the inside. We have to build that huge cathedral. It's actually one of the largest single structures in this entire build here. With that, my friends, we are done with the inside. And yes, there is an additional house here because at the last second, I realized that there's actually a house that goes here. It's very hard to see in like the picture that I've been using like for our guide, because it's not actually outlined, because they kind of missed the house in that diagram. So I saw that in one of the pictures in the back of the book. And so that's why that is there. And I think we'll be calling it good. Oh no, apparently, according to Mojang, every fortress needs an arrow yeeter. Oh wait, I'm sorry, arrow catapult. I feel like TNT cannons would be a little bit more practical, but I guess I'll go ahead and find out if this thing even still works. Well, I can say that this thing does actually work. It's kind of hard to explain. It's better if you just see it for yourself. So let's turn it on here and launch these arrows. So we'll activate the TNT, and it's just going to launch them in a gigantic wave like that. It doesn't shoot the front ones very far, but the other two side ones get launched really far. And it does lag a ton when you do that. I gotta turn that off. It is very laggy with all the arrows. I feel like a TNT cannon would be more effective, but I guess this is what Mojang thought we should have here, so we have one arrow eater now. Anyways, that was the last thing that we needed to add according to Mojang. We have now completed everything in here that Mojang thought we should have in our castle. The layout of this is almost identical to what is in the actual picture, so I think I did a pretty decent job with that. And right now we have like Optifine internal shaders on, and I have obviously the new texture pack on. And we are going to switch to without shaders and also with the old texture pack in a moment here. But I just want to say right now that this looks really, really good even now. Like, I think this holds up really well to like current building styles. Well, the only thing that I think would be like beneficial would be smooth stone. This is how this looks without the internal shaders of Optifine on, but we still have on the new textures. Everything is just a little bit darker like this. It's just not quite as vibrant. It still looks pretty good. Okay, now I'm running literally just the basic texture pack, like the old texture pack for all the old textures. There's nothing else here. This is what it would have looked like when it was first built, and it honestly still looks pretty good. I still really like the old wheat texture. I've always preferred this to the new wheat texture, to be honest. It just looks like really old school. It doesn't look bad. It just looks like old Minecraft, which I think is a good thing. So I think for me, I can definitely say that Mojang, you did good with this build. They did a good job. They got some good builders to make this castle. I think it looks really nice. I think this is one good way of building castles. There's obviously plenty of different ways you can build castles. There's not just one good way, obviously. But this is just the way that Mojang chose, and I think they chose a good way. Well, I had a lot of fun working on this project. I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of work, but I did actually learn a lot about building just from making this castle. And I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. And if you did, then be sure to hit that like button and subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on future videos. We're trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of 2020. I think we're on track for that, but I need your help. But anyways, that's going to be all for today, guys. Thanks for watching. I've been Sbeev, and I'll see you guys in the next video or live stream. Bye.